That is what we are fighting against. We are defending ourselves, and we have armed ourselves to fight Nigeria till the last day. We have done it before. The only difference now is that today we have social media. If social media was there in the 1960s, somebody will do what I'm doing today. In those days, we have a man called Okokondem. Okokondem was broadcasting for Radio Biafra and was propagating Biafra stuff, but because there were no social media, so he would have done even more than I'm doing today. I believe so. So this is what will make a difference. And my activities on social media is educating the people, telling them they are right, that you have a right to say no, and you have the right to say yes.
Depending on your time zone and location. The kind of Wednesday, both the 21st day of May 2025, mark the continuation of the court hearing of case Mazi with the Nigerian government. The kind of updates but Mazi Simon Ekpa from Finland. One night woka na Mazi Simon Ekpa's photocopy, and one night woke kwa uno of Mabu KELENA TV. Updates Hana bu drop nseka mutalo no kuno srum watch ya. Actually, you cook na this video because the video might be somehow long. Mana bambo ki watch the video from beginning to the end because updates. These two people with the Rayaba are very important. And when he need the no, and when he need the no this video. Actually, people coordinate on just settle down. Rap no if watch this video from beginning to the end. You watch it share the video, can also be quite what are the update. Drop your opinion in the comment section after watching the video. I'll be right back.
All right, Biafrans, I've seen a lot of reactions yesterday. Yesterday over our Prime Minister's case that Finland brought out, the Finnish police brought out some days ago. You see, one thing I want you guys to know is that thank God that it happened. You know why I mean that? Thank God that that's happened. Because, you see, Nigeria think that they can get away with everything that they do. Nigerian government think that they are top-notch. They think that they can use money and our mineral resources in Biafran land to bribe any country of their choice. You see, when you are set up for destruction, this is what happened. So Biafrans, I want you to understand that you don't need to be worried. You don't need to be scared. And I'm going to explain this in details for you guys so that you stop being bothered. You stop reacting negatively. You stop, going into, most of you have gone into coma. You don't need to stress yourself over this. Now, what happened is that the Finnish authority has finished their investigation. They didn't come to Nigeria. They didn't come to the southeast. So the investigation that they did was in collaboration or in conjunction with the Finnish police. And the Finnish police has said, the head of the Finnish police said, oh, this is the whole thing that they found out. That they found that our prime minister was using social media to incite terrorism. Now, they did the investigation. The investigation has not gotten to court. Now, Prime Minister is very intelligent. He has always wanted this case to come to court. He has always wanted to challenge the Nigerian government in court. Now, this is the opportunity for Prime Minister and for the Nigerian government to sit in Finland court or in ICC to defend these allegations, because there must be a cross-examination. There must be witnesses from Nigeria. Maybe somebody will come and testify as they are using Mazi and the Kano to do caricature in Nigeria. It is not like that here. So somebody must come, not covering your face. You must come and say, oh, Simon Ekpa incited you. Okay, so that is number one. Then number two, Nigerian government narrowed themselves to a corner, because where they got it wrong was, okay, you said Ekpa should be extradited, and these people say, okay, let them look for a way to see how they can try him here before handing him over to you. And you said no, that he must be extradited, and all the shenanigans that played out on the media, the Finnish authorities saw it, so they kept quiet, and now their investigation is over. Now they found that the 4 other people that was with Prime Minister, that they are not guilty. The same judge said this thing is lacking evidence and is lacking substantial, reasonable evidence. So there is no need of these guys there is no need of the court or the police wasting their time over these 4 guys. So go. Now, it is the same judge that they are going to submit our Prime Minister's case, which our Prime Minister will never let this to slide, which I know him very well, because enough of this nonsense from Nigerian government. So at this moment and at this point, Biafran should not be bothered. You should not be worried. The only problem Nigerians have now, the only problem is, who is actually going to come and defend this case in Finland for Nigeria? Is it Tinubu? Is it General Christopher Musa? Is it Bianca Ojukwu? Because you must prove beyond reasonable doubt that Mazi Simon Ekpa did what you said he did. That is where the problem is. Now, who is going to come to defend this case in Finland? Who? Maybe Sheyi Tinubu. Maybe they will bring Sheyi Tinubu to come and defend the case. Who else? Akpabio. Maybe Akpabio will come and sit and defend this case, or stand to say, oh, Prime Minister has done this with evidence and proof. So Biafrans, this is the prayer Biafrans have been praying for. This is the time that Nigerian government has shot themselves completely in the foot. And remember, I am not here to do any content. I am not here to tell you what is not. What is happening now is in the favor of Biafra. Believe you me, it doesn't matter what Nigerian government does. So the people that did the investigation is Nigerian police, our Nigerian government, and Finnish authority. So that is why I said to some people, join us in our X handles. You can join, look for Drake on X and join our X handle and join us in all our meetings. You are going to learn a lot. And this thing that I'm coming out to always explain to Biafrans, just because I don't want you to be depressed, that is why I'm always coming out on my social media handle to tell you what is going on. Because if I don't sensitize Biafrans, most of you would have gone into depression. Most of you would think, oh, Nigeria has finished Biafrans. And all these things that Musa is doing, they are taking note. So Biafrans, on this note, I want you to understand that Nigeria has narrowed themselves in a corner that they can never escape Biafrans, and they can never escape Mazi Simon Ekpa this time around, because Mazi Simon Ekpa played this game wisely. So Nigeria is now coming to court. That is why they put terrorists inciting, not like it's a terrorist too, but intention of sorry, I think I don't have it off hand, and I can't really pause and bring it out, but I know with terrorist intention, there's a place that is stated it categorically, terrorist intention, not they found him guilty of instigating terrorism, but trying to use his social media for terrorist intention. That is the way the English was spoken, you know. So you are going to come to court. Not that it's a terrorist though, but with terrorist intention. So now they want to draw Nigeria out. They want to draw Nigeria to themselves, to Finland. So because as you have made a claim over someone, you will definitely come to defend it. So Biafrans, this is where I give this man a cap. I give him a hand. Because the truth remains that Mazi Simon Ekpa knew that this was going to happen. They played this game very well. Oh boy, I give him to you, our brother. Prime Minister, we give him to you. So,
no katakwazi all of a sudden. And you push away a narrative that is pushed towards our path or direction. And you push away that narrative push away. At the end of the day, that we are wrong. So I think it is now high time the people's narrative we do put with that we know to be truth, not what they want us to say, and we bring it out. We begin to talk about it, we begin to hammer about it against our own, against our belief, against the truth. Now, we always pushed this narrative. And what is this narrative? But you know, the narrative in the Nacho Mazi Nandi Kano Choroke Puchu Ha Puchuria, those that hated him for not just cause, those that hated him because why is it him? Why would you ever know? Those that hated him for being Mazi Nandi Kano, those that hated him for addressing himself as the leader of the highest mass movement on the face of the planet. Some people hated him for that. Why would you ever be the leader? Why no, bro? The reason, bro, the narrative, just tag them terrorists. And that was exactly what some of our leaders did. IPOB terrorists. The narrative actually put you those fighting Mazi Nandi Kano and social media pushing the narrative anywhere he traveled to. When he traveled to America, we will still see some people in America now. Mazi Nandi Kano do not have roadmap. He don't have what it takes. No, and that is the narrative, or that was the narrative. And then Mazi Nandi Kano na media or or can his people video. And what happened? They succeeded. The evidence now has succeeded when I broke terrorists. The evidence now has succeeded when I make the Pujidia by with help some of our people. You got to go now. The narrative when I have succeeded, but not can name now. Manozi, they find out now we had to justify. You got to go. That's one Abria. And the one case of Mazi Ekpa Joko. The narrative, those that is after him. The narrative, those that want him by all means. The narrative, ndi obodo bongocho kene puch or government obodo bongocho kane puch bono bonyojo. The narrative bụ na ife ọbụla mere na ebe anyị asị gị n'ọya. The narrative bụ na Mazi Ekpa is not an Igbo person. The narrative bụ na ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ọjọọ na-eme na ebe anyị asị n'ọya nwa. Even emegidekwuzie sef ndị be anyị na-ehepụzi na-epush this narrative to the point bụ na ihe ndị Fulani H-men na-eme na mgbadaba anyị emeghị omezi onye be anyị na-ekwute ya n'okwu. The narrative a bụzi ihe mere occupy la media space n'ọnụ onye ọbụla na Mazi Ekpa brand amara eme na ọ bụ ajọ mmadụ na ọ bụ nke a na ọ bụ nke ọzọ na ọ bụ nke a na ọ bụ nke ọzọ. Some ndị be anyị I continue na-epush the narrative out of envy and jealousy. Why o ji wee bụrụ onye a na-eme ya? The narrative abụrụ ka ma onye a, that is a very dangerous narrative. Ka ma onye anyị weta nwere onwe a kama ka ọ gara ịbịa. Onye ahụ adịghị ekwu ya dịka ọ nọ na-enyere anyị aka. Ọ na-ekwu ya helping those that don't want that to happen. Ihe a bụ ya chọrọ ime, ihe a bụ ya chọrọ ịnụ. And mgbe ọbụla ikwuru ụdị okwu a, Ibru get willing to, and another spirit will possess you. Then some people deny bezina abiding kata. Now, come on, what has this man done to you? Nothing. Man, I don't just hate him. He is so proud. He is so pompous. This very narrative being a drive rogue, make the petition against Ekpa Njoko. This very narrative being a wetra Ogana Mazi Ekpa ihe ọbụla bụ ife mere na ebe anyị, ife ọbụla bụ ndị Fulani mere. Some ndị be anyị sef adịokwuzi interested na that. Ebe ha dị interested on how to make sure na Mazi Ekpa speaks no more. To the point bụ na some ụmụnne anyị na America nwere platform onye hamofu. Ịkọtago ife IDPs caused by Fulani H-men na hamofu. Yawa, that is not his problem. His problem is how to make sure that Mazi Ekpa Njoko speaks no more. This is how bad these guys have. This is how guys. Yeah, we for John Diamegro. So, Ogini never na where Mana chose or Ejidia. If Obana be different than they are not interested. They are fighting against Ekpa. For why must it be him? They take you over. Bamazin na they can. Why must it be him suddenly born a man on ground will listen to? Why must it be him who need from the front? This is the narrative, and that narrative is to stop him. Cook any propaganda against him. Rapotande Fulani H-man na chopunde hamufu na befa. One night work chid. Hapo siandafu. He have never said anything about it. Rapondia, they are not the problem. Mazi Ekpa is the problem. Get him, their petition whatsoever against him. That is the narrative the enemy wanted. And what happened? You help them by facilitating, by eating your own, that you see, Korokoro, that he only Nefro, no Roma Kabarebe. But what happened? Out of envy and jealousy, he put with that narrative. The same narrative will be fed on now against Dr. Ngozi Oraweze.